Hello Magic fans, I'm Beef and welcome to the first Historic Brawl gameplay video featuring one of the new cards from Avatar The Last Airbender. And today we are playing with Fire Lord Azula, a 4 mana in Grixis, so 1 blue, black and red. She is a 4/4 with firebending 2, meaning whenever you attack you add 2 red, and that mana lasts until end of combat. And then her ability is whenever you cast a spell while Azula is attacking, you copy that spell, you may cast new targets for the copy, and as it says, a copy of a permanent spell becomes a token. So this card is pretty good, mainly because there's no restrictions. I think I say usually, but you could imagine this would be the first spell you cast while Fire Lord Azula is attacking, or instant and sorceries or non-creature spells. There is no limitations like that, so any spell you cast while she is attacking, you copy, and that is insane. So we do have basically a lot of instants, as you can imagine, a lot of card draw in there. We do have some flash creatures, not as many as maybe you'd think, because with flash, generally, obviously, you want to play things at the end of your opponent's turn so that they're ready to go on your turn. But some of these creatures, we are happy flashing in during combat. But one of the things I want to highlight are the new cards from the last Airbender, and also it's not the Commander set, but it's the other set. So we have Azula Always Lies, 2 mana instant. We choose one or both. Target creature gets -1/-1 to end of turn, or we put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That's really good for 2 mana for an instant. And obviously, if we double it with Fire Lord Azula, that's just bonkers. Then abandon attachments we have just seen in a recent lesson video. Discard a card if we do draw a card, and obviously it's at instant speed, so we can cast it in combat. Scarring Memories is a sorcery, however, we can cast it as though it had flash if we control attacking legendary creature, which we will because of Fire Lord Azula. And it's 4 mana, and it says target opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice, discards cards that loses 3 lives. Doubling that up is really good. Bolt Bend, 4 mana instant, but it costs 3 less to cast if we control a creature with power 4 or greater. Fire Lord Azula has power 4. And it says change the target of a target spell or ability with a single target. That or ability bit's really useful. Because it means we can change the target of something like a Banish a Priest or Banishing Light type effect. Just be aware, if the effect says that your opponent controls, you can't change that to something that your opponent controls, if that makes sense. Then Fire Nations attacks, a 5 mana instant, create 2/2 red soldier creature tokens with firebending 1, and it has flashback for 9, but doubling that up is really good. Overwhelming Victory, I really like this card. This is from the extra set, and you can see it has a different set symbol. The regular ones have Aang's face, this one has a glider. So it deals 5 mana, it deals 5 damage to target creature. Each creature you control gains trample and gets +X/+0 to end of turn, where X is the amount of excess damage dealt this way. Doubling this up is really good because often you're going to be taking out 2 creatures, giving you entire ball trample, and plus quite a lot. Then we have another version of Azula for 5. She also has firebending 2 and is also a 4/4. When she enters, target opponent exiles a non-token creature they control. Then they exile a non-land creature from their graveyard. So these are their choices. So they're going to be the worst cards, but still value. And then during our turn, we may cast cards exiled with Azula. We may cast them as though they had flash. And we may spend any type of mana to cast those spells. So again, we can cast those spells during combat because it gives them flash. And get value there. Then we have Ozai, the Phoenix King. Doesn't really synergize with Fire Lord, but Azula, but he's just a huge body. A 6 mana 7/7 trample haste firebending 4. If you would lose unspent mana, that mana becomes red instead. And he has flying and indestructible as long as we have 6 or more unspent mana. And obviously we can potentially get 4 of those from just his firebending and another 2 from Azula's firebending. Then we have Wan Shi Tong, Librarian, 2 and an X, 1/1 flash, flying vigilance. When Wan Shi Tong enters, we put X+1/+1 counters on him, then draw half X cards, round it down. But whenever an opponent searches a library, put a +1/+1 counter on Wan Shi Tong and draw a card. So we don't really want to double this with, well, we can double it with Fire Lord Azula. We would get some more cards, but obviously we would legend rule ourselves. And then the really powerful one is Fated Firepower, 3 red and an X enchantment, has flash, enters with X fire counters on it. Then let's see if a source we control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent an opponent controls, it deals an extra X damage basically. So if we cast this for 6, so 3 and an X, and we copy it with Azula, we'll have 2 of these, both with 3 fire counters on it, both making our sources do an extra 3 damage just to really take over the game. Next up, we do have a few flashlings. Very Mastermind, a great thing to flash in and a great thing to double up as well, because whenever an opponent draws a second card each turn, we draw a card and we can pay to cause each player to draw a card. Open of the Sea, Sky 2, draw a card. Nowhere to Run, just removal, again, great to double up. Enduring Curiosity causes us to draw a card when a creature we control deals damage to our opponent, and again, great to double up. Late Love Anticipation doesn't have flash, but it causes all of our spells to be cast as though they did have flash, and obviously if it's in our starting hand, we can begin with from the battlefield. And then Hullbreaker Horror, 7 mana, 7/8 with flash, just a horrible card. Can't be countered. Whenever we cast a spell, choose one. Return target spell we don't control to its owner's hand, or return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. It's rare we get to 7 mana, or the stage where we get to 7 mana, because generally, if we swing in with Firelord Azula once, our opponent often just scoops because we get so much value. And I won't go through the rest of the deck. As you imagine, is a lot of instants, a lot of removal. Dark Ritual's great to copy as well, because this can be quite mana intensive, just trying to copy all the spells, and we have lots of removal. VV as well, the nerfed VV, and cards like Ashling Flame Dancer, which just gets huge value from copying and casting spells. Same with where is I think I removed the Stormkin Artist right above it. I'm blind. So and mana base, as you say, do have Arena of Glory, which can let us put haste on the Firelord, but it's not necessarily needed, because one, if you cast her when you've got 4 mana and haste her in with the Arena of Glory, you're unlikely going to have, you're not going to have any mana left over to cast spells. And while Firebending 2 will let you cast 2 drops, so we do have a lot of them and get some value, it's not that common. The only downside I would say to Azula is people who watch my channel a lot will hear me say you need to get value from your commander the turn it comes down. As I just said, it's really hard to do with Azula. You need to wait till the next turn. So we do have Lightning Greaves, which is the daddy from Swiftfoot Boots. Swiftfoot Boots, obviously, 2 mana, 1 to equip. Equipped creature has hexproof and haste. Lightning Greaves, 2 mana and 0 to equip. Equipped creature has haste and shroud. Shroud means no one can target the creature, not just our opponent. We can as well. We do have some spells that target things like Bulk Up, Fist of Flame, Unleash Fury. Like Bulk Up and Unleash Fury double the power of target creature to the end of turn. And obviously doubling those is just ridiculous. Fist of Flame gives +1, +0 into the end of turn, and then we draw a cast first, and then the creature gets trample and +1, +0 for each card we've drawn this turn. So that can really go off as well. But with Shroud, we wouldn't be able to do that. But being able to equip it for 0 and give Azula haste can be really useful as well. So that's the deck. It's really fun. I love it. Often, if you just get in for one attack, your opponent just scoops, and in one game I just wiped my opponent's entire board with just loads and loads of value. So I hope you all enjoy it. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll give a shout out to my patrons, the Arcadius, Mihal, Thomas and Adrian. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you and everyone else for your support, and I'll see you all in my gameplay. We go first. We're up against High Bay, another new commander. So we do have a slow hand, but at least we can opt next turn. We will get another Surveil land. And we will get Undercity. No, Raucous Theatre. We'll hold up opt. Our opponent is stuck. Do you have a 1 mana legendary or 1 mana? There we go. We'll get another Surveil land. And obviously we can just cast Firelord Azula at a flash speed. Well, an Undercity Sewers. Well, we could copy that, obviously, with Firelord Azula. And now we can flash in Azula. And next turn, go off a bit. What do you want to do? And there is a commander. We'll do this now, seeing as they don't seem to have any more mana. Right. We will swing in. Let's Dark Ritual twice. Let's Opt twice. No to that for now. Sure. Let's Overwhelming Victory. You. And you. And then we can red. Doesn't matter. 1, 2. So we'll do 3 to you. And we'll do 3 to you. And then we will... You can get -1, -1. And then we will put in Bio. And our opponent scoops, because we just wiped their entire board in 1 turn. What did we do? We literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we put a legendary onto the battlefield. Probably should have put Valley Floodcaller just because it gets doubled up. So yeah, that was a pretty explosive turn. So up against Mono Blue, which is going to be irritating, but hopefully we can persevere. Oh, this is not the other Wan Chi Tong. Oh, that's annoying. What is it, a 4/4? We can flash in the mastermind. But I think for now, we will just surveil. So we've got red. Let's get blue-black. Flash in the mastermind. And I'll just hold up Unexpected Windfall or the Mastermind's ability. If they go for a draw spell now, that's fine. We can flash it in. Don't have a mountain. Strange. We could potentially haste Fire Lord Azula in. Doesn't have flash, does it? No. Ragavan, Ragavan. Well, let's... And we'll try... Yep. And we can get you out of the way. Or maybe they burn another counterspell on it. Or, yeah, let's go on to the bottom. Well, seeing as... do we... No, we don't have enough. Well... Come to a river. Well, let's get down Bio. And let's flash in Omen of the Sea. What did he do? Draw a card? I don't think we want either of those. They can only block spirits, right? Right. This gives us 4 treasures. We'll picture Dreams of Laguna for now. X equals 2. And then, yeah, we'll take out a wolf. Oh no, that was a whoops. I bodged that right up. Couple of Swiftfoot boots. Yeah, I really screwed that up. We will put a Swiftfoot boots on our Fire Lord. And next turn we can overwhelming victory. Well, command tower. Let's Fire Lord. Swiftfoot boots. Attach. Let's discard a Sanders Lounge. More lands, great. Don't we need a Cold Steel Heart? And then we'll pitch to Wooded Hills. Essentially, they need River's Rebuke or way to get back the Cyclonic Rift and cast it in 1 turn. What else do you do? Oh, it's just Great the Spirits. Because next turn we can copy Overwhelming Victory. Let's have an Aetherize, I suppose. Is that any target? No, target creature. Well, you definitely have something. Let's take out a wolf. And our opponent scoops. Don't know what they were trying to put back. Maybe the copied one. Opponent goes first. Only got 2 lands. We do have Ramp. And obviously some Surveil. Up against Iroh, who I don't know. Avatar is that Azula's uncle or something, or dad, or I don't know. It gives all basically instant sorceries and lessons in your graveyard flashback. I think we just need more lands for now. Yeah, unfortunately. Next turn we will get down the solar transformer. And then next turn we can get down Fire Lord Azula. We'll play the pathway on red. Yeah, that's pretty good with Iroh. Hopefully they don't have Wash Away. Maybe we just get down Fated Firepower. Well, that's annoying. Tell you what, I will just remove Iroh. Let's not mess about. Obviously, a lot of lessons are removal spells as well. And it looks like that's what they've got. Rocket Launch. Well, let's get down the Verge. So we will Abrade. And obviously they get it back. But then we will also play this for 3. So now, yeah, we're going to do a 6 extra damage. We go first, and we're up against a Katara Allies deck. But I do like this hand. Turn 2, Cold Steel Heart. Probably on blue, or maybe red. Let's put it on red. No, let's put it on blue. We do already have 2 red. So next turn we can get down the Fire Lord. A Shocker Landing. There's a Haru. We can big score, which will get us 4 treasures. Wait, what did you do? Oh. Well, that's incredibly annoying. I think we just take out Haru. And we can hold up Bolt Bend if they have more removal. And just a Springleaf Drum. Oh, he's an opponent controls. still better than nothing, I suppose. Well, let's pitch the Omen. Okay. Well, we were going to whack this down for 4, 5, 6. So 3. So we're doing 10 with the Fire Lord. And then assuming Fire Lord Azula lives, we can probably just kill them with Electro Dominance next turn. Or even actually probably without, even if Azula doesn't live. We do go first. Arabo is going to be tough, but we've got ramp, we've got removal, we've got card draw, and obviously Lightning Greaves is just really, really good. But we will Coastal Heart on turn 2, which means we can Fire Lord Azula on turn 3. Playing, I'm guessing, a lot of changelings. Obviously, they count as cats. We do need black mana. Let's get a Raucous Theatre. I'll keep Noah to run. Let's play this on blue for now. And they swing in for 1. Let's get down Azula, and hopefully she survives. That is Arabo. Well, now let's have some fun. So we put that on blue. Let's fetch black and blue for this. Watergrave will shock you in. So you 2 damage, treasure. Two damage, treasure. And the Marshal then drops dead. I think I will just Dreams of Laguna now. I don't think we need to take out their 2/1/1s. Oh, we're going to draw 2, aren't we? So might as well. Let's keep 1 Xing Tong. 1, 2, 3. You know what? I've not played it yet. And yeah, our opponent scoops. It's just bad. We could have even, and actually probably should have just flashed back Dreams of Laguna then to draw 2 more cards.